Hey YouTube, we got Dance here from Cobra Kai once more. I think we're gonna talk a little bit about the dungeon now. So basically, what's the dungeons, right? And by the way, like and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos from me as I dish more out as we go. You're gonna see a plethora of them coming out. So anyways, dungeons. We're gonna do a dungeon rip together. I've already seen Easy Now do this as a video, but I'm gonna just do a quick little idea on how to do a dungeon. So we're only gonna do one floor here, but anyways, long story short, you have the dungeon, and the idea of dungeons is to basically take your heroes and go through a specific treasure tower, I guess, that has 5 floors, but they call it the dungeon, of course. So you're going to go 5 floors down in the dungeon. You keep digging and digging for all these treasures, right? But each one is specific to each, I guess, type of hero that you can get, from tank to melee to whatever, and down that sense, right? Recently, they've been coming out with the Crystal Convergence. That's a huge dungeon. They only do this a certain length of time, and I believe, if I understand correctly, next one, which will happen in less than 3 days, I guess, basically, from this video being posted, it will come out with its last run of it for a little bit. And I think that'll be until global launch. But the Crystal Convergence basically is the ability to grab more crystals to pull for more heroes, which is amazing, right? And yeah, everybody wants to get more heroes, right? So anyways, tank troubles, we're gonna go into it. I have Mickey Mouse. He's one of my main heroes. I love him. He's one of my favorite characters in the game. We're not even gonna explain too much about it, but anyways, you want to use one of those 3. So Mickey Mouse or Hercules, or who was the third one? Baymax, right? So to use one of those, you can see how when I was flipping off and on with them, you would get a 2 times multiplier, and that's the whole objective, is to get a big multiplier with it. I use Snow White. She's one of my favorite melees in the game right now. Very good all-around character, and then Maui's one of my favorite tanks, so I use him religiously. That's usually my main formation, I'll be honest. Then you'll come into this part where it shows your difficulty modifier. When you first start off the game, you're probably going to start off with your recommended power low. It all depends on your team. But you'll see that 800, a good rule of thumb, if one of your characters is below 1/3 of that, it might be tough to keep that character alive, if that makes any sense, right? So you want to have clearance probably for all 3 characters. So 1/3 of 800 is what? Oh, wow, my math's really rough today, but I know 1/3 of 750 is 250. So I think you'll need about 265 or 270 on each character in order to be able to have a nice, okay run through this, right? It recommends your difficulty as well at the top here. So it says it recommends me to be at hard level 4. And I'm going to listen to that. The objective of it is to get artifacts. In the artifacts are worth a certain amount of points for each of them, and then go from there, right? But anyways, you'll start your dungeon, and it's basically a maze, but you can't see anything so many steps around you until you uncover parts of the path. You can only see one spot adjacent to you, and as you move, you will spend energy at the top here, and you only get so much dungeon energy as you play the game. There's other ways to get more energy by going to the store here. In the store, you can purchase, you start off with the tier 1 bundle at 25 orbs, but this is for people that want to get more energy. But anyways, 10 energy, you'll get some cool things too to help you, which are potions to help heal your players. But as you get higher up, you get more cool things like invisibility scrolls, and a lot of the higher end guys will purchase these, right? So for 150, you're looking at 275, then you're getting into dowsing wands, but you have to purchase the lower one to the top one, right? And there's purchase limits on these. Only one you're allowed to purchase, right? But I believe the tier 6 bundle you can purchase repeatedly at 250, 250, 250, 250, and you can stock up if you're really wanting. Now, when you get more than what you have for your potions and your scrolls, you can see it says own 20 out of 20, tier 2, 15 out of 15, and I only have 1 out of 10 of there. But anyways, once I get to a maximum amount, you'll see in my stash. That's what it's called, your stash. And you see I have 4 things in my stash, and those are extra potions. Your stash is good for, I believe, 14 days from when you grab the item. So 13 days ago I grabbed this item, or it's got 13 days remaining before it becomes, you know, obsolete and I can't use it ever again, basically. So once you use your potions in the dungeon, you can come back here and click claim all. You can see mine, I can't do that, but long story short, that's how you'll get your extra stuff and be able to use it. So anyways, back into here, we're going to be playing this up here now, back into the dungeon. I'll continue this. So you want to run around, and the objective is to find one of those things right there, that yellow sucker. That gave me points. You can see my bar at the bottom here. These are milestones, and you can see you'll get them at certain parts here. You'll see your rank, I believe, is in the main part. Anyways, once you get out of here, your ranks are shown in, well, basically you can see here how much you need. So I need 3,000 points by getting 3,000 talisman points, right? And then over here is 4,000 points for me to grab more and more. And my personal objective is to hit 9,000 points, and that's what most people want to do, so you can get the T4 Azurite Crystal, and that's so you can get T4 role-based rank up gem shards. Yeah, that's a big tongue twister. Long story short, that's these things here, the T4 Sapphire shards, and those are the coolest things, because then you can get T4 crystals to help upgrade your character higher and higher and higher level as you get further on, probably 80, 90, and in the future 100, which is max level, right? So you'll need those shards, definitely. So the higher level players are going for definitely level 13 at 9,000, or milestone 13. Milestone 20 is the next big one, 18,500 points there. And then the very last one there, number 25, 30,000 points. And you can see some people really go hard. The top guy, Danny Guman, I've seen him up here lots. Ibby, one and only, very well-known, respected guy out there. He does pretty good out here. But you can see as you go through all the top guys here, ENC, they know where it's at. But my leader, he's 21 overall. He's doing pretty well. I'm pretty proud of that guy. Good job, L-Man. Keep it up. 99.28. So yeah, he's definitely hit his milestone already, and he's gotten his T4 crystals. So just gotta keep going with it and keep going with it, and you'll do repeated runs. Each time you do a run, you get a bonus on the next round through, and then the bonus gets upgraded. I think it goes like 1.25 times, then it goes all the way up to 2 times in the end. So you'll get up to 4 times bonus as you go through your next one. So you'll collect also these things that are called chest of chances. So definitely when you find these, you'll want to open them, right? I kind of went the long way here, but sometimes you get a cool thing like this that clears all the fog, and it'll show you a quick route, definitely, or definitely all the things on the map. So then you can re-plan it out and figure out which one will use the least amount of energy, right? The whole idea is energy conservation and maximizing rewards each run. Best tactic, shortest route to the finish line while getting the most stuff. So if you look around, you'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots basically max to burn up to 7 energies. But if you go a different route, maybe you'll use less. Hard to say, right? Already traveled spots, you'll see turn up as this. And each spot you move on the right hand side, you'll see the red guy going up and flashing as I move. His thing goes up on the right, and that is basically enemies that are hearing me as I'm moving, right? And if I'm lucky, I can find sometimes a buff in here or something inside the chest that distracts enemies. And basically it'll make this meter on the right go down. But if it doesn't happen that way, sometimes you'll get one that attracts enemies and the meter goes up through the roof and then basically you're in the middle of the battle. So anyways, when you get a maximum amount, on the right hand side you'll see it's flashing like crazy. One bad thing about it is if you have something like, say, an invisibility scroll, you can't use it. It says you're unable to use it because you're in imminent danger. So basically you're in the middle of a point where you have no choice but to fight this battle. The objective is to probably not fight as many battles as possible because they're A, a waste of time, and B, basically, you know, you might die, right? You don't want to die. So anyways, you're going to play it like this, and this is one part of the dungeon. And we have to do this. I'll probably clip out the next one, or just finish the floor, basically. In the end, you'll have a final boss on floor 5. That final boss is basically to complete the dungeon, and they are based upon usually the level that you have the dungeon at. So my final boss will be sitting at around the 4,000 range, I guess, power that I need, or whatever they'll say. But this is part of the action, the main part of the game. I'm going to run around and do whatever you can. Use special abilities, and each one is good for the other in that sense, but of course the objective is to not die. And I'm not playing this hard, I'm just ripping through it slowly. I might not take as much damage if I was playing as hard as I could, right? So I'm not trying to dodge yet or anything. I'm just hitting. Just so I can finish this level. And I like to wait till almost when I'm near the end and I'm about to beat everybody. And if I have a healer or someone still heals, if I'm low on any energy, or just save my potions. Basically, I'm going to heal before everybody wins. But as you beat the dungeon, you'll get your finishing sequence here. And at the end, you'll see everybody has a green line there, and that's your health bars, basically. So you'll see that Snow White and Maui took some damage, so they're low on health. And then after that battle, your energy meter, or sorry, your enemy meter on the right-hand side goes back to 0. And it's back to square one. And you just continue on your journey, right? To use your items that you will grab, so say if I want to use a Dungeon T1 potion, I have to make sure that the person that I'm going to use it on is selected on the left side here. So either Snow White or Maui, and then basically I'm going to use those up and hit confirm. Dungeon T1 potions, and you can see he's been healed up. And he's still showing with that little red thing, so that means that he's still not full health. So I'll use one more on him. Now it disappears. Did you see that? So that's how you'll heal up your characters if you want to do that. Now you can do it now, or you can do it before your battle happens. It's up to you. Sometimes you'll get lucky and open up a chest that'll heal your enemies. And we'll see, ooh, oh, your enemy has been healed or something like that, right? And you'll collect potions and stuff like that. But once you're done the floor and you go to the next floor, you'll see how many artifacts you've pulled, the multiplier, and the points, basically, that you've collected on that level. Artifacts, average I think you get is 3 a floor. So if you found 3, I think you've pretty much gotten all of them. Sometimes you only get 1. Sometimes there's 2 only. Sometimes there's 4. But like I said, you'll progress through each floor until you get to the 5th floor. And I'm just going to keep playing this and collect more stuff until I get to the next battle. And then I'll quit that. And then that's the end of this video here. I'm probably doing the wrong routes. Spending too much energy here. There's the blue guy, so I'll go for him first. And that's a good thing to do, is you go through the blue thing first before you go for the chest, because the chest sometimes will teleport you and you don't want that to happen. Ooh, armor. I like that. That helps. For me. You see? Teleporting me. Just like that. So when I go from one end of the map to somewhere else, basically, in that sense, right? And I think I want to go this way. And then I go to the next battle. Because I used up everything. So it gives you the chance. Did you see that before your battle? I could back out. You don't have to do the battle right away, but you'll have to do the battle in order to progress in this dungeon. You can use your potions here before your battle here and actually, you know, heal them there. And you can see she healed up and she's almost full. And then heal up your characters like that so they're back to full health and everything like that. If you end up dying and you want to quit the dungeon, you can click this door above the characters and it says quit dungeon run, and it'll show all the points that you'll lose, and everything starts from 0 basically on your new run, and you'll start on floor 1 on the new run and everything like that, right? If you go and move around the map and you're like, oh wow, I want to go back to where I was, you click the location button and then go back to you in that sense, right? That's pretty much about it for the dungeons. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching, and hopefully that was some insight. But the best tactics is the shortest route to that next floor part, which was that pit, that fire pit, and hopefully you get good luck and you'll be able to pick up all the artifacts along the way without going too far out of the way and burning off a lot of the dungeon energy. You get 80 to start every dungeon. Every day you'll get another 40. So I think total for 4 days you'll get a total of 120 plus 80, so 200 energy. But it's only divvied out a little bit at a time. So that helps you play more daily, I guess, for the game, right? So, but again, for the guys that want to play more and more and more, you can go into the dungeon and you can hit the dungeon store, back here into the dungeon store, and you can see all these tier bundles, right? Orbs, you purchase them and you'll get the cool stuff, but in order to get the tier 6 bundle, you have to start at 1, then buy 2, then buy 3, then buy 4, then buy 5, then buy 6, and then go from there, right? So hopefully that was informative, guys. Like I said, have a good night, and like and subscribe. Like I said, thanks again.